I have no idea how to start. I will not start at all then. Running a Mafia organization is quite expensive, as it turns out, and because of that, I cannot spend as much money on AI tools as I would like. We will try to fix that problem today. Hopefully we will learn something along the way as well, but I have no idea. I have no idea how this will go. I'm not even sure what we will do, but we will start here. I will show you the problem that I currently have. And the problem that I currently have is with this number over here. You see this? It's not zero, and it should be. I think it would be great if it would be zero. I would like to, generate messages, generate images, and I don't want to pay $20 for that. I want to pay zero. And this joke of a plan here doesn't allow me to do a lot of cool shit that I would like. So you see how this is a problem, and the solution will be to run some AI models locally. Hopefully we can get it to work and we can stop paying all those companies those absurd amounts of money that they require us to pay for whatever reason, and we can finance our Mafia operations instead. How cool is that? There are basically two use cases that I would like to swap out from paid models to running locally, and these would be image generation and transcribing videos, because I'm a YouTuber now. We will try to do this all for free, and all we will need is this $2,000 or so MacBook. Sounds like a great plan indeed. Let's start with video transcription perhaps, because I have at least some idea of how we might want to go about this subject. There's this tool that is called MacWhisper. It's a macOS tool, of course, that lets you, I think, do exactly what we need. So you feed it an audio or maybe even a video, and it spats out the transcribed version with text and timestamps and everything. That would be super cool if it worked. You can access it on this URL if you want to follow along. So you can apparently choose a variety of versions depending on your needs. Of course, our needs are mostly centered around this number over here, so we will be just fine with this version, I think. Let's see full feature list. You can record and transcribe audio files. Okay. System-wide dictation. Record meetings. Okay. No, it seems to be quite featureful. There's a pro version. Is it even worth it? I have no idea. Speaker recognition. We won't be needing that because all the audio I'm about to feed it is going to be of me only. Grammar improvement. Okay. Batch transcribe many files. That's fine. Transcribe YouTube videos. Support OpenAI, whatever. Okay. There seems to be a lot of features. None of them seem to be super important for me, at least currently. So, oh, it even supports Polish. How cool. Okay, let's try to get it. I do want this indeed. I don't have discount code. I think 0 is fine. The tip. Do we want it? Listen, if we download it and it's good, we will tip the creator afterwards. We'll give them a couple of bucks. I hope I will remember to do that. I want to get it. No, don't upgrade yet. Please don't. Oh my god. I wanted to download AI tool, not help to train it. Download. Yep. And we're done. That was quick. Thanks for downloading. No worries. Transcribe in different way. It looks cool. It looks very, very cool. It looks native, like those fonts and, the vibe. I really like it. Tell us more about you. They don't seem to have a gangster option. I'll need to type that manually. Where did you learn about us? That's a good question. I actually learned about them from YouTube, from Snazzy Labs, I believe. What do you plan to use MacWhisper for? I will transcribe recordings. I will probably generate subtitles. Translation, probably not. Transcribe, maybe. I don't know. No, don't. I won't select that. Okay. Nah, I don't. I really don't want this pro license for now. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine without these. Okay, now I need models. You'll soon be ready to work on your first transcript. To get you set up, please choose a language model from the list below. Larger models are more accurate but slower. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so V3 Turbo is base and small. So I don't have the pro ones. Okay, it makes sense. Okay, it makes sense. Quality and speed. Okay, I think it doesn't make sense to go with this base one. The small one seems to be better. Small model, balanced solution for transcription tasks supporting multiple languages with a focus on efficiency. All right, so let's select the small one for now. But you also have other kit. Okay, so these are the pro versions. Advanced, pro, small. Oh, so there is a small model with speaker recognition. Oh, there are also tiny ones. That's cool. So when you run your macOS on a potato, you can probably use these. It's cool to be able to run your own AI on your own machine and not have to pay. Not have to pay a monthly fee. As we established, this operation isn't exactly profitable. It's active. That's it, right? Okay. We have our MacWhisper up and running. Is it gonna be that easy? That would be cool. Can I drag and drop this silly test recording that I did? Boom. In theory, it's rolling. I don't remember what I was saying, but set up to work. Okay, it looks about right. It looks accurate to what I was saying on the test recording. Yeah. See segments. Okay, transcript segments. Unknown speaker. You can change the font size. That's kind of cool. Show timestamps. That is super cool. So you can, potentially in video editing scenarios, maybe you can use this to, see what you've been doing or saying and when. That's actually what I think I'll be using this mainly for. So I can see what was said where, and I can maybe, cut out some outtakes. I just hope that it's gonna make the whole editing process easier. Oh, so you can add chats and you can, I suspect, talk to your script. So you can have, I don't know, an hour-long lecture, for example, at your university, and you can then add AI service like ChatGPT or maybe a local one. We'll see if you can add a local one in a second. And you can just, chat with it. That's quite cool. It's quite a cool feature. Dang, that was a weird sound, wasn't it? AI service. When you use remote AI services, I know. General. Okay, can you add your own? You can DeepSeek, OpenAI, Ollama, configure. Yeah. So it seems that you can run your own LLM, your own local LLM, like this Ollama service over here defaults local host, so it assumes it's local, and you can just use that. So you can have this whole setup with chatting with your own script and everything for free, which is kind of awesome, Maybe we'll check also if it actually worked. Let's go. Oh, okay, so here when it says speaking in Polish, I wasn't speaking this whole thing in Polish. There was a small fragment, couple of words that I was speaking in Polish, and it threw it out like this. That's fair. It probably can't do multi-language shit, I would think. I don't know, I don't care about multi-language support in one recording. I don't care about that really, because I will just use English or Polish, I think, so that's fine with me. You can improve quality probably by buying the pro version. You sneaky bastards. I won't be doing that. Okay, let's go for a recording real quick. Okay, this was accurate. Like it got everything I'm impressed. Let's see what we can do with it. When we jump around, does it highlight where we are? It does, okay. And if we do transcript, does it jump around by words, maybe? It doesn't. That's kind of a bummer. But maybe we can play around with settings. Oh, I don't need a menu bar. Talk only is fine. Save destination. Oh, let's go with downloads, probably. Show save confirmation, yes. Create whisper. What is a .whisper file? I don't know. It's probably some inside file that it needs to, you know, run this whole operation. Split transcript by sentence. Oh, maybe. Did it change anything? Not really. So I don't know what it was about. Show timestamps, yes. Show milliseconds. It was all in here. Save video to whisper file. Okay, let's leave it like that. Oh, okay, so we can live transcribe as well. That's quite cool. It's quite cool. I probably won't be using that, so I will leave this alone. What else do we have here? Notifications. Whatever. Record meetings. I can just record a screen, honestly. So it's cool that they have it, but I don't think it's necessary. Honestly. Microphone mode. Okay. Dictation. So you can. Oh, that's cool as well. So you don't need to. Yeah. YouTube. That's also cool. I have a separate tool for downloading YouTube videos, so I won't be using that. But that tool is a secret. We have speakers and transcription. Okay, we can manually add them. Okay, translation. Okay, so it can use built-in Apple models to translate the text. It's alright. Although if you don't have a Mac with M1, oh, okay, so it doesn't seem to be dependent on the actual hardware, but rather on the macOS version. It's cool. It's fine. Okay. Show translation side by side. Show the original transcript and one. I'm not sure if I understand this sentence. Show side by side. I think that side by side means both at the same time, not one at the same time. I don't know. Translation mode. We can actually try to use it right now. Let's go into translate tab. Okay, so translate is a pro feature. You're tempting me. But we are trying to save money here, not to spend more money. We're fine. So I won't be showing you how to transcribe things, but maybe you can use Apple's built-in. No, you can't. But maybe you can use it in Notes. I will open up my Notes. Maybe we can just, do it quite easily using Apple's own shit. Translate this. No. I thought it was an AI feature, wasn't it? Translate. Into Polish. Yeah. Okay. It actually worked. You can copy it, you can paste it, and it just works. So, again, it shouldn't be a problem that they don't have it built in there. You can just copy paste it into, Apple's word processor or whatever, whichever you like. So we had translation, ignore sentences, okay. Find and replace. Services, okay, you have prompts. They have built-in prompts. It's kind of interesting to see what they... Okay, these are kind of very simple prompts. Identify and listen to statistical data. Yeah, okay. Okay, it's cool. You can modify them as well, so, you can... It's actually interesting what it would do if I just left it like that. But we won't be checking that because I don't have any local LLMs installed, and I'm not gonna send my data to you, OpenAI. We already have enough of that. Advanced features, that's always interesting. Okay, remove duplicated segments. It's interesting, okay. Add duplicate segments. Huh. I would like to turn that off. It's kind of cool. So basically when you say something twice or a couple of times in a row, it will display only the one segment so that it's cleaner. It's kind of cool. But when you are, doing video editing, you might have a couple of takes of the same sentence or of the same, thing that you want to say, and I want to be able to see all of them. So we will leave that off. Down mix audio to mono before transcription. I don't care about that. Dictation, notifications, whisper settings. Okay, I think that's all. It's very simple in this basic version, but I think it's enough. It's very, very cool that it even works. Last thing, we'll try to see what we can export. Though I don't know what dot is. Okay, we can have transcript in txt, but we can also just copy and paste it. We can have subtitles, so that is cool because we can export those formats that you can then upload to your video editing software or to YouTube, or this is very cool that you can export subtitles. We'll try to export transcript as txt for now. Super cool. Mafia transcript. Save this bad boy. And we have it here. Okay. No, it's very cool. It's a very cool tool. I think it works as intended and as advertised. And as I promised, we will be giving a tip to our boy Jordy. Okay, MacWhisper, a big recommend from the Mafia. You should use it. We will use it to run our ventures, to run our operations, to build our empire. It's gonna be awesome. Now, moving on to the next problem that we have, which is image generation. You see there are many tools that let you generate images. For example, MidJourney. I was using that for quite a long time. It was very cool. It was, easy to use. Also, ChatGPT on its Plus plan now allows you to generate images in a very similar way, but we want to do something locally. And it's not as easy as MacWhisper, if I remember correctly, which I may not, to be fair. It's Googling time, I'm afraid. Okay, Stable Diffusion. I remember Stable Diffusion when it first came out. I tried to use it. If you're just using Terminal, it was very basic. Maybe they have some. It's from a year ago, so no, I want something recent. I want something from 2025. I was actually playing once with image generation locally with this Invoke Community Edition. It was not perfect. It was clunky. The UI was very simplistic to simple for my liking. It just wasn't good for me. We are looking for a better solution. The technology is moving forward. The Mafia has its needs. We don't want to sit on some, old legacy weird tools. We want something cool. I mean, this is fine probably. If what you need is just very simple image generation, you can take a look into this, but it wasn't for me. I wanna see something else. I wanna have something better. There's one cool tool that is quite complex to use, and you need to teach yourself a bit about it to be able to use it efficiently, which is ConfyUI. And I have never been able to get into it because it is complex, and when you use it, it looks like this. You have a bunch of windows and prompts and boxes, and you have to connect them, and you can do very cool things with it because all of these are nodes that you can delegate to do specific tasks with your images, and then you can connect them all together, and at the end you have something very precise. But at the same time, to get a hang of all of this is quite freaking hard. Like, I wouldn't know where to start, and I would probably need to watch quite a few tutorials to understand how this works and how to use it. But maybe beginner's guide to ComfyUI. That's gonna save us, of course. I am a beginner and I want the guide. Give me the guide. Visual storytelling simplified by AI. I know. Most powerful open source node-based applications creating images, videos. So not only can you create images, but also videos and audio. I didn't know that. Okay. Okay. This looks cool, but also complex. Okay. Your creativity, whatever, 3D and real time. Yada. Cool website, but I can download it, sure. Apple Silicon. Is it still in beta? Did it download? It did. Jesus, internet nowadays is fast. Like, I remember times when for download like this I would have to wait at least 10 minutes or so. It's crazy the times we live in. ConfusingUI. Maybe they have a tutorial on the start that guides you through everything and we won't be needing to watch any tutorials. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm hopeful, you know, I'm always hopeful. Select GPU. Apple Metal Performance Shader supported using PyTorch nightly. I guess we will just create Comfy. Bam. Yep. Directory for user data, app data, library application support. I guess, okay, whatever. ComfyUI app, okay, it's fine. If you have existing ComfyUI installation, we can copy link your existing user files and models to you. Okay, no, I don't have it. Automatic updates. I don't want to send anonymous usage metrics. Mirror settings, what are these? Okay. Is it good? I don't know. I guess it is good. I can go with that, yeah. I'd say it's good. It's very good. Okay, it's installing Python environment. In an ideal world, I would probably prefer to install this Python environment myself using the Python manager, one of the Python managers that I have. But sure, do shit on my hard drive. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, okay. We're in. Image generation. We have examples. Loading graphs, floating models were not found. Okay. Jesus, see? It's not easy. It's not easy at all. Okay, we have checkpoint. And okay, maybe I'm actually not as badly suited to get a hang of this as I thought. Let's see. Checkpoint. Checkpoints are just versions of models that were modified or trained or parameterized in a certain way so that they spit out different results on the base model. So for example, you can have Juggernaut or whatever model you want, even stable diffusion. So we can take stable diffusion, tweak the parameters a bit, make it behave in a certain way, and then save it, and then share the save with the world. And the save is called checkpoint. So that's everything that we need to know here, I think. Text and code. So it's just a prompt. It just looks scary, but it's just a prompt. Beautiful scenery, nature, glass bottle, landscape, purple galaxy bottle. Okay, and for whatever reason, there's a space here and okay. Clip, text and code. So these are two prompts. Okay, so for some reason, for a basic image generation, it gives you two prompts. I don't know why. I've no idea. But because, you know, it would be simpler to show you the example with just one prompt, or at least that's what I would think, but whatever. Okay, let's see how these are all connected. Okay. So this is connected with this. Oh, okay, I get it. So this is a positive prompt, so this is what it should be spitting out, and this is a negative prompt, so what it should not be spitting out. It's okay, I understand it now. I understand it. It's cool to understand things. Okay, this is a model, so we have the sampler over here, and it is fitted those nodes. It makes sense. It makes sense. We have a model, we have prompt, positive, prompt, negative, and latent image, which is just the initial image that the model starts with. It's because the way, as far as I understand, it might be totally wrong, so don't believe me on this. I think, but how the image generation works is it takes some noise, just random noise, and it iterates on it until it looks like the output that you want to see, more or less. It's my intuition, something that I've heard, something that I've remembered for whatever reason. I'm not an expert, so maybe I shouldn't be speaking about it at all. Oh, okay, so we have the sampler, and it will be working on those things over here. Here we have some things, steps, okay, name, schedule, noise, whatever, some parameters that you can tweak to get different results, I suppose. Decode, I don't know what this does. That would be something that I would need to find out. But we won't try this because, as it told us at the beginning, we don't have the model installed actually. But we might want to. No, don't save it. Don't. No. Fucking close this. Can you? You can't close shit in this for whatever reason. Okay, can I get to like the menu? No, library model, library workflows. No. Can I wanna get to the start screen again. Can I do that? No. Manager. Nah. It's not what we wanted. See, it is not intuitive, this program. That's why I didn't like it. Okay, we will get the hang of this. Node library, queue, no. Workflow, browse templates. Yes, so these are the templates. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Okay, image generation, image to image, transform existing images. Okay. So this is cool that they have those predefined workflows that you can use, and maybe because I don't want to watch tutorials on these, like I don't have the capacity in me currently to watch and learn this tool. Okay, so these are stable diffusion models. We can blur out and generate images. Stable diffusion 3.5. It actually got quite good since I last used it, I think. Let's get to basics. Generate images from text descriptions. Okay, so let's just go with this one, the very basic one. Image generation, right? Missing models. I know. Let's download this missing model. It's 2 gigabytes. It shouldn't be too long. Okay, it's done. Is that it? Is that it? Can I run it now, please? Let's run this. How's it called? Can I? Because I want to see the full name of this. Would I just download it? Whatever. Let's run this. Is there like a progress bar or anything? It just says that it's running. Okay. Oh, it was quite quick for 512 by 512. It's a bit weird. Let's generate a person. A gangster in a suit, smoking cigar, fedora, deep shadows, mysterious atmosphere. Yeah, I don't want any text or watermarks on that bad boy. We will try to get that image to be a bit bigger. So let's do 1024. Oh, hidden place. Okay. Okay. And let's run it. Shows you how long did it take. I wonder if it'll be 2 times as long. We are still waiting. It might actually be more than twice the time, which makes sense. It probably should be more like 4 times the time because the area is like 4 times more, whatever. It shows you the progress here. This is probably a progress of a case sampler, and this is of the overall process, I suppose. I don't know. While it's running, we can go ahead and check out OpenJourney. What is OpenJourney? Custom text image model that generates AR art images in style of Midjourney. How can we... Let's see examples. Sure, I want to try it on Prompt Hero. Whoa. She looks disturbed, man. Oh my god. Okay. These don't look super good, to be honest. Like... These look disturbing, not very... off. Not very detailed, you know, kind of weird. Midjourney was for sure better quality, even when I was using it a couple of months ago, maybe even a year at this point. Those are, you can see there. Jesus, I'm not even sure if I can show this. When my Mafia takes over the internet, we will get to people like that, and we will make sure that shit like this don't happen. Look at this. Miles, what are you doing? What are you doing to Peter? Let's leave this page. From what I can see, it's most likely based on some older version of Stable Diffusion, because I think that the newest Stable Diffusion, that 3.5 or whatever, was quite a better quality, but I don't know. Okay, we have Focus, which is another UI, kind of like the ComfyUI. It seems to require a bit more of a setup to work, which we don't like. Okay, maybe we'll get back to that. Beginner's Guide to ComfyUI, yes! Installing, we've already done that. Look. ComfyUI is lightweight, flexible, transparent, easy to share, and good for prototyping. Drawbacks are inconsistent interface. That is true. Like, I mean, okay, I don't know if it's inconsistent, but it's confusing as fuck. Too much detail. Yes, that is exactly the point. I want to use the graphical user interface, so I don't need to see how the things are wired underneath. That's the whole point. I mean, you know, it's cool for pros or for advanced users to be able to look and see, but there should be like at least a dumbed down version or a simple view or whatever, something like that, you know. Okay, basic controls, whatever. Text to image. Yeah, okay. Inputs, outputs, parameters, edges, wires connecting. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Okay, so for the future references, I think that this website is quite comprehensive. I've went through quite a bit of it. I don't want to sit through it right now, but I'll probably use it in the future if I decide to stick with ComfyUI. StableDiffusionArt.com/ComfyUI. But in the meantime, our image generation should have finished, and it's weird. It worked. It is honestly the fact that it looks so weird. It's probably the fault of the model. You know, the very big benefit of using Midjourney or ChatGPT image generation is that it's fast. You know, you type in a prompt, it takes, I don't know what, 15 seconds, and it gives you results that are way better. And in order to get something of that quality, we would need to load a vastly larger model than what we have here. It was only 2 gigabytes from what I can remember. So it's not that big. So we would need to get a bigger model, and we would need to wait even longer for it to complete. It's a pain in the ass, this image generation. It is a hard question to answer. Is it worth it to pay whatever, 20 bucks for ChatGPT image generation or MidJourney if the trade-off is you have to wait longer and you have to, you know, play around with all these parameters? We could probably make it look better by adding a bunch of nodes around here and changing the checkpoint and downloading larger models and then waiting for, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 10 minutes for it to generate, and we could have better results. I don't know if it's worth it, honestly. I mean, of course it's worth it. It costs $0 to set up after you, of course, take the initial upfront investment into consideration. I don't know. I'm kind of not sold still. Maybe is there any cooler, better model templates? Control net, upscaling, flux Chanel. Okay, I would need to play around with these because I don't know these models. I don't know how they behave. We can try one more model and then call it a day, maybe. Stable Diffusion XL, simple. Jesus Christ, what a graph. I didn't expect that. Okay, here you see. So we have base, Stable Diffusion, and Refiner, and they weigh 6 and 5 gigabytes respectively. Yes, we will download them. Come on. I don't know if we want to download them at the same time. Sure, should be fine. As it seems okay, we will wait quite a bit for that to finish. While this downloads, I don't want to wait. We'll just put some footage of how this model performed on my machine so that you can have the baseline or something to, you know, judge for yourself. This is something for you. I won't be going into any more details because I don't wanna. Kind of the point of this was to find something simple, and ComfyUI is not simple. So I know that, but at the same time, it lets you start simply because all of this looks overwhelming. But once you download the models, as we did right now, you see where the prompts are, so you can modify those. It is not difficult to do, and you can just hit run and it works. So in theory, it is not as bad. I know it looks overwhelming, but you should be able to run it just fine if you have the hardware to handle it. It is also interesting to see the differences between the MacWhisper that we saw. Of course, transcription is way simpler than image generation, I know that, but at the same time, you saw how cool and neat that little app was, how it was designed, how it had that native macOS feel. That was quite cool. And it's interesting that there seem to not be many apps like that for other AI use cases like image generation. I think there are some for chatting, so chat agents, but you know, we went through some propositions for image generation and it was very lacking when it comes to that. But as I said before, generating images is quite complex, so I get it why the tool like this would want to give you all of those options and why it's quite complex. Anyways, thank you for sticking with me today through all of this. I have no idea if this was informative. For me, it was cool to explore those tools, or at least touch on them to see what are the capabilities, how the landscape looks from the very amateurish perspective. What else? I don't think there's anything else. There is nothing else. There is just nothing.